Hey, it's me, Riker. Today we're going to have a look at the brand new event, Heroes of Esperia. This is a player versus player event where players will have to build teams from their existing rosters and fight your opponent's teams and climb through the ranks, get cool rewards, and have a possibility of getting cool frames as well. So the rules for this event are all heroes start at level 240, where their levels can be increased additionally based on their resonating crystal level. All heroes have T1 gear but are not enhanced. Additionally, if a hero has T3 gear equipped, all the hero bonuses from this T3 will be retained. Additionally, signature item, Elder Tree, Oak Inn, and engravings will be kept. However, artifacts and unions are not. So let's head in and see what this event's all about. So once we're inside, we can see that this is a ladder rank system where once you defeat your opponent, you'll be able to progress through the specific divisions and get rewards along the way. Now currently I am in Silver 5, and these rewards, the rewards that you get are dependent on which division you end on the final day. So as you can see here, in Silver 5 you get a couple of faction scrolls and normal scrolls. I highly recommend that everyone goes for normal scrolls, as you can get a chance to get a Celestial Apogeon or maybe even an Awakened Hero. Additionally, as you rank up from division to division, you get more rewards. So for example, for Gold 5, you get more Summoning Scrolls and a couple of T1 and T2 Stone Choice Chests to upgrade your gear. Now the difference between Gold 5 and Gold and Diamond 3 is you get a couple of Stargazer Scrolls and you get a couple of League Point rewards. These League Point rewards are used to get the frames from this event. So for Master, you get more Stargazing Scrolls, Summoning Scrolls, T1 to T3 Choice Chests, and a couple of League Points. Here's for Legends ranks, where you get medals where you can equip on your portrait. And the rewards stay the same. However, your League Points for your frames gets more. So let's have a look at the frames. So as you rank up and get to Master and Legend and so forth, you can get one of these frames once you have accumulated the specific number of League Points. Now, you have to build a specific number of teams where each team needs to have a different range of allies. So they need to have a bit of sustain, a bit of damage, and a bit of control, as there is a new effect that affects all of your teams, including your enemies and yourself. So let's have a look. The Horn of Inspiration will affect all allied heroes who receive healing will have their damage reduced in the following 10 seconds by 20%. So that's the damage they do. During which time, if the allied hero exerts a control effect, so this can be anything from a stun, fear, banish, sleep, and so on, the affected enemy will receive 20% more damage. So if you have an Eins and he stuns the whole team and he ults thereafter, he'll be able to do 20% more damage for the following 8 seconds. And that specific enemy will be unable to receive any energy thereafter. This effect cannot be stacked. So it's always a good idea to build your teams around these effects in the specific event. So from the get-go, let's have a look at my teams. So I'm using, for my first team, my strongest team, I'm using 2 supports, being Lucius and Taylene, who are both tanks, who provide healing and a bit of damage. Additionally, I have 3 control heroes, being Pharrell, Eins, and Odin, with their stuns, fears, and reducing the enemy's energy. And my main damage dealer being Eins. For my second team, I have an Iron pool team consisting of Iron Laika, Rowan to help Iron ult faster using his energy that when he ults, and I have Tassie if I'm fighting an extremely difficult damage dealer. Additionally, I'm using an additional support to help out my allies as well. For the third team, I'm just using a random mix of heroes that I have left or that work well together. Essentially, from a starter account, use whatever heroes work best. So I would highly recommend that you use the faction bonus, as this will significantly boost the damage and effectiveness of your allies. As you can see here, this team, because it's getting a 4-1 bonus, they get 15% attack and 20% HP, and because there's one hypergene, they get 30% defense. Now, I would recommend that you take your 2 strongest teams, whichever they may be, and you fight your opponent's 2 weakest teams. So once you have set up your teams and you're good to go, then let's have a fight and see how we're going to do. So we can have a look at this specific team. All right. Now this is another buff. When the combined value of all formations combat rating is equal to 1.5 times the enemy's damage, or will be increased by 15%, and the tenacity attribute is increased by 25%. When the combined value of your combat rating, so that's this combat rating on top over here, is 2 times that of the enemy, the damage will be increased by 20%, and their crit will be increased, as well as their tenacity, by 35 points. All right, so let's have my teams now. All right. Now you have to play around until you get the right. And additionally, this effect is in effect. So now I want to just set up my teams. There we go. There's Rowan. There's my Tassie. Put Tassie over there. And then I'm going to put my Graveborn team with a combination of healing and damage as well. So there we go. There's my healers. All right. So now what you can do, once you have set up your teams, you can move them around. So as you can see here, this team is 2.5 million. This team is around about 2 million, and this team is 1.6. So what I can do is take my second team and move them around to there. This should be slightly easier. Move Taylene for his Athalia. All right. And then we can do that over there. All right. So you can click battle. All right. So each time you win, so if you win or lose, you'll get 3 rewards per day. So as you can see here, you can have a look at the teams that the allies that your teams that won. So you can see the statistics and how they came to that victory. So as you progress, you get more rewards, and you can keep on progressing the further you go. So this team seems to have a lot of ascended heroes, so I'm not going to attack them yet. All right, so I'm going to attack this team. Now I recommend that you do all of your 3 pushes per day, as you get a decent amount of various rewards such as gold, EXP, and dust, which will help you to progress through the game. So as you can see here, we're going to attack this player. All right. They have a Raku. I'm just going to refresh. So you have a limited amount of refreshes, but make sure you use them, as this can be extremely effective and allow you to progress higher through this event. Additionally, I would also recommend buying tickets, as they start off at 10 diamonds, but as you buy more of these tickets, they cost more and more diamonds. So I'm going to attack this player. Nice. And then we go on to the next one. And then once you complete that specific bracket, you'll be promoted to the next division. So this team has a lot of damage dealers. All right, so I can attack this team. Nice. And then one more fight and we should progress on to the next floor. So you can always skip the battle if you want. As you can see here, because you can't pause and time your ultimates, you can just skip through the battles and quickly progress through this event. All right, one more battle. This mystery player. So there's a couple of, at the end of each division, there's a couple of bots where you might have to fight in order to progress through to the next stage. There we go. And one more, it seems we have to still get. So as you can see here, I now get the buff where it increases the damage and crit and other various secondary stats. So there we go, I'll progress to the next rank and you move on to the next division. So as you keep on progressing, you can keep on getting more rewards. So once you've progressed through the day, you can click on collect all and you'll get all the rewards that you have progressed through the divisions.